Yo, what's up, y'all? This is Common right here, and you are now in tune with Sports Rap Live right here on Sports Talk 790 AM, iHeartRadio. Y'all stay in tune with it. Alright, love.
It's all love from Common. Yep, we're seeing the final designs of the Two in the Shirt exclusive H-Town Sneaker Summit shirt that will be dropping July 29th. We'll talk about that later.
A little sneak peek.
Oh, it's more than a sneak peek. That's a sneak right there. Of course, it's got the Olympic theme. We got the Olympics coming up in the fall. Are we going to talk Olympics in the fall? Do you want to talk luge,
Of course.
Andrew? Do you want to talk?
I hate the Olympics.
Oh, that's not luge. That's Winter Olympics. We're going to talk swimming?
No, I don't like the Olympics.
I'm kind of down to talk women's gymnastics.
Of course. My man Tito always got his mind in the right place.
Hey, beach volleyball.
Beach volleyball? Did you just...
You know what I'm saying?
Look at Tito. Look at Tito. Shout out. It's not even Sunday and Tito gets a shout out. All right, well, right now, let's tear open a bag of NFL Nuggets brought to you by BC Smoke Shop, where you can get $20 off of a purchase of $100. And if you mention the Rapp Pack or you take the card or the coupon in, you're going to get that $20 off instantly.
I think we ought to have our own Sports Rap Live Olympics right here at Junction Bar.
Oh, yeah.
I will drink you guys under the table. It is on.
Wow.
It is on.
Oh,
We're
wow.
going to go beer pong. We're going to go shuffleboard. We're going to go quarters. We're going to go 420 dash for BC Smoke Shop. 2 Houston area locations.
I got you on that one.
7909. Perfect segue.
That's the 40-yard dash.
7909 Westheimer. Right between Hillcroft and Fondren. Also out there on Jones Road and FM 1960 for vintage ashtrays, which Bun B loves to collect. Exclusive artists from Texas to Oregon. Rare glass pieces. And, of course, all the detox you need to have a good, clean system as it starts to warm up, man. I'm telling you, you're going to be sweating a lot. You might as well get that detox, get it done quick. But right now, we're going to talk some NFL stories. And I think
the biggest nugget right here, Adam. I had not read about this just now.
Just tear it open.
Tear it
Give
open.
it to us right now.
Jonathan Vilma is going to sue Roger Goodell for defamation.
Defamation?
Yes. Defamation of character.
Wow.
He claims that he the comments that Goodell made were false, defamatory, and injurious to Vilma's professional and personal reputation. He also claims that Goodell did not turn over the proper evidence during their investigation. So
it's getting ugly.
Yeah, so Vilma is fighting back.
It is getting ugly. And I'm glad you brought up the Saints because that has been all the news this entire offseason.
It's terrible.
From recording other coaches, listening in to other coaches, to the bounty system, to now Drew Brees is not a happy camper, and you are not going to see him there.
Well, not even camper. Don't even put him and the word camp together because
that's what I'm talking about.
They're not going to be together for a while.
Exactly. Now, what is the thinking behind this Saints organization right now? If you could have one glimmer of hope and show your fans that, hey, we're going to come back from this just like the city did from Katrina.
Did they end up on the Madden cover and I didn't hear about it? Because this
the whole
is
team,
I
like the Superdome itself. Is
I don't know.
Madden
Something
cover?
must have happened.
I can tell you what the thinking is in New Orleans. Spent too much money on the Hornets.
But that's the whole thing, though. That's my whole point. Is how does that feel for Drew Brees if Benson goes out and buys the Hornets for $380 million, but he will not sign his franchise Hall of Fame vocal leader Drew Brees? I don't get that.
I'm still not worried about him playing opening day and being the starting quarterback.
No,
but here's what I am worried.
Jerk him around.
But here's what I am worried about. Why is this taking so long? Usually, whenever I hear these sort of holdouts or these kind of contract rumblings, I'm not worried about it because it'll work itself out in the end. But what rubs me the wrong way is that they're trying to hold out on this guy. Why, of all players, would you hold out on Drew Brees?
Is Drew Brees?
He is New Orleans. He is New Orleans.
Is Drew Brees still a top 5 quarterback?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. He just broke Dan Marino's long-standing record that nobody thought would ever be broken.
Why? He's probably one of the biggest, if not the biggest reason they won that Super Bowl.
Oh.
I'm not saying the only reason, but one of the biggest.
Hands down, they're not even in that Super Bowl without Drew Brees. Come on.
So,
do you not think he's a top 5 quarterback? Name 5 quarterbacks that are better than Drew Brees in the NFL right now.
Well, you got Eli, you got Brady.
I would take Peyton. Not Peyton, Sean Payton. I would take Drew Brees over Eli.
Okay.
Well, no, I want to hear yours. Okay, Eli.
I said Eli, Peyton, Brady.
Wait, Peyton Manning right now?
Peyton Manning over Drew Brees
today.
in the top 5?
No, I'm just saying top 5.
Right now.
Today.
I'm just
if you're
saying
going
top
into
5. I mean, maybe not me personally, but I'm just saying. You know.
You.
Wait, what?
I like Breeze. I think Breeze is probably one of, if not the most accurate quarterback.
He's more than that. He's so more than that, though.
Well,
That's the whole point.
Of course. But at that point, you know, you're kind of comparing apples and oranges.
No, no. Well,
yeah, I mean, when you're talking top 5, you know, everyone's got different attributes.
Just like Jonathan Vilma had those defensive guys fired up, whether there was money or not, they would have been that fired up regardless. Drew Brees has that offense, and his coach and his coaching staff and offensive coordinator just as fired up.
I'm not sure we're going to get to this tonight, but I want to talk about it. You want to talk about what could be the best Hard Knocks right now? The Saints. Oh, my goodness. If you did a Hard Knock right now, watching all the turmoil of all what's going on with the contract.
I didn't even think about that.
Contract negotiations, Vilma, let's see the city of New Orleans.
Yeah,
let's see what's going on.
You got to have Sean Payton on house arrest.
Oh, yeah.
And you got Juvie on the beats,
yeah,
TJ
you got Sean Payton on the home cam, you know. He's on the
24/7 should be Sean Payton.
Well, he's on house arrest.
Hard Knocks
he's on house
should
arrest.
be on the Saints. So I think that's a great idea. They haven't announced the team yet for Hard Knocks.
Well, they've announced that it's not going to be the Jets.
Also, the Texans denied it.
They also announced that Rex Ryan lost 90 pounds. Who gives a flip about the Jets?
He did, man. You know what it was? It was all that hard work by the lap band.
Yeah.
That's what it was. The lap band got him in shape.
Well, that and running his gums about how Tebow is going to be the next best thing since Holy Communion. I mean, you know?
Yeah, but Rex Ryan has just been, we talked about this last year,
I
Adam.
love the T-shirt.
He's the boy that cried wolf. He's the boy that cried. He's the coach that cried a Super Bowl.
He's the coach that loves feet. That's really what he is.
He does like feet.
Yes.
He does like feet.
That's why he likes Tebow. Tebow can move those feet.
Oh, jeez. Wow. All right, so
we touched on the shirt, Brett.
Listen, another guy, we talked about Drew Brees and what he means to the Saints. How about Wes Welker and what he means to the Pats? This is getting worse and worse by the minute.
What do you mean worse? He signed his deal.
He signed his deal?
Yeah, he signed his tender.
Who signed?
No, but for the long-term deal.
Oh, I know, but it's good for the team as far as for him signing that tender. He's going to be there.
But like he said on the interview the other day, he's got 9.9 million reasons to show up this year. But long-term with the Pats?
It's the Belichick way. It's
really
the Belichick way. So now, if you didn't learn it by now, now you know. So.
Now you know. If you don't know, now you know. And it ain't yo-yo either. Well, let's talk about the Texans a little bit, Andrew. Okay. So they've really started to focus on building depth for once. This team, they got to the game against Baltimore.
Second round.
Absolutely.
The divisional round.
Yes, they did. Yes, they did. And now, Matt Schaub, it's yet to be seen whether he can stay healthy for a playoff run. They've brought in Case Keenum. They've brought in John Beck. They have TJ Yates. They have 4 quarterbacks now on this staff. What does that tell Matt Schaub going into the season?
That's nothing. That doesn't tell him anything. I think it just says that he's still the #1 guy. Listen, if you look at teams right now, this is what teams are typically doing. They want to have their starter, who they confidently believe in. They want to have their backup, who is a young up-and-coming guy, and they want to have a solid veteran too. So you really want to have those 3 guys. Outside of that, you really want to have, I guess, wild cards out there that you can kind of throw out there, and that's what kind of a Keenum is. So we'll see.
Shout out to OG Rapp Pack Brett is in the building.
He must have missed the whole first half of the show where we were talking NBA.
He really did.
But it's the football segment brought to you by.
Can we get a round of water shots, please,
yes.
sir? Thank you.
Smoke Shop.
Yeah. No, we want real shots tonight, B. Real shots tonight. Well, let's talk about some of the guys that they brought in.
Matt.
Yeah, I'm not really worried about
intern
Keenum.
Matt.
Huh?
I don't really think Keenum's that big of a factor.
No.
Well, supposedly Beck is the kind of guy that you bring in, and he supposedly wows everyone during practice and in camp, and then when you get him into the actual live bullets are flying.
They had that. His name was Rex Grossman.
But once you actually get him in there and the live bullets are flying, he kind of, he doesn't really show up when it matters. So I think that it's going to be fine as far as Schaub. So we'll see. I'm not worried.
Oh, I was going to say, it's almost halftime, man. I mean, we're blowing through this show tonight.
We really are, and there's so much more. Oh, you're going to get in on the action tonight, too.
Yes.
Wow. Okay. All right. What? Whoa, it's getting hostile here on Sports Rap Live.
And Tina's regulating.
We need to go in the locker room and cool down, cool our jets. Hey, we got a cooled out rest of the show. We got some special guests jumping on the line from New York to L.A., literally from coast to coast, and maybe some in between. And, hey, I'm still waiting for the executive producer to check in with us tonight. Hopefully he calls in.
Yeah, where's he at?
I don't know. Oh, I know where he's at.
Oh,
he's in D.C., but we'll see if he has time for us tonight and join us to keep the streak alive right here on Sports Rap Live. Anything else on the NFL before we get to the top of the hour? No, we good? Everybody's good? Hey, Jason Peters. He's out for the Philadelphia Eagles. We're gonna see if Vic can stay healthy and stay upright. We'll talk about that plenty over the summer. Right now, we're gonna go to the top of the hour. We're gonna reset that, start a brand new segment right here on Sports Rap Live. You guys stick around.